When you're working on the design of your website, one thing you might want to change is the font. I don't blame you. A font makes an enormous difference for how a document, a book, a poster, or a website is perceived. Just look at these books and think about what message the title font gives to the reader. So here's a few things I want you to know. First, understand the distinction between a font and a typeface. A typeface refers to an entire family of fonts. So think, for example, of the Georgia typeface. A font is the single digital file within a typeface. Different fonts within a typeface have different weights, widths, and styles. So within Georgia, you'll find Georgia Bold, Regular, and Italic. Second, the WordPress theme you are using may or may not allow you to change the font. If it doesn't, you can install a plugin that allows you to do that. When you think about changing the font, you'll need to be more specific. Are you interested in changing how the text appears in the website title, the navigation menu, the headers of pages or posts, the body, or the footer? If you're changing more than one, be very careful. Some fonts can look terrible together, and the more you stray from the defaults, the more you run the risk of creating a site that looks messy and unprofessional. Finally, I want you to explore the site called Google Fonts, which is a great way for you to explore what fonts are going to look like on your website. One of the coolest things that Google Fonts can do is allow you to type in the text at the top that you want to experiment with how it's going to display in given fonts. And so you can see some examples here. There's a menu in Google Fonts that allows you to filter for different kinds of fonts, and I want to make sure you understand the terms in that menu. To begin with, a serif font is one that has little flags at the tops and bottoms of letters. You can see one there right at the top of the H. Obviously then, a sans serif font is a font that doesn't have those little flags. A display font is a font that's specifically been designed to be in a header or a title for a website. A handwriting font is one that, of course, looks like handwriting. And monospace fonts are fonts where the width of every letter is the same. Those are different than proportional fonts, where the widths of letters are of different size. So, get to know that menu. You can find it in the top left corner of the Google Fonts screen. And also get to know what happens when you find a font that you like and you click on it. One of the neatest things, I think, is that when you find a font, you can scroll down, you can see what are called the glyphs, the specific letters for that font. And you'll also get suggestions from Google about what fonts pair well with the font that you've selected. So have some fun playing with fonts, and remember, you should choose a font or two that really reflect the kind of identity you're trying to project on your website.